guys, how you doing? Welcome to Monday. Hope you had a good weekend. Hi Connor, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. How was your weekend?
My weekend was good.
Your weekend?
Not too, I turned the volume over there.
Was that you?
Yeah. I was watching something this morning. Not too exciting. I, hung out with some friends. Have you ever heard of Peach's Hot House?
Peach's Hot House. No, is it spicy?
Oh yeah. It was real spicy.
Okay. I have not.
It's in Brooklyn. It's like a fried chicken place, and they're known for this like super hot chicken. It's like Nashville style. They have like mild, medium, hot, and extremely hot. Those are their like the tiers.
Which, let me guess, mild. I wouldn't even be able to stand mild.
Oh, I wouldn't know because we went straight for the extremely hot, and it was. I mean, I was way in over my head. Like
really?
Yeah, like I was like halfway through the second piece, and I couldn't feel my body or anything. Like,
really?
It was bad. Yeah.
This is like just fried chicken?
Yeah. It's not even like buffalo chicken, you know. It doesn't have. It's not like Buffalo Wild Wings or something.
Yeah.
It just looks like normal fried chicken. So you know it's like dangerous.
What do they spice it with?
It's ghost peppers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was pretty wild. It was fun though.
Ghost peppers.
And then I came home and I watched the Pens.
I did not watch the Pens. I watched the Rangers.
Yeah.
And I watched Edmonton, who's like my new cute team now because of Connor McDavid. Also that guy. He's also my favorite.
Yes.
Aloha said fried chicken with ghost peppers. Nothing better.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh my gosh, Connor, you're crazy.
I know.
I'm trying to think what we did this weekend. I'm in a state of euphoric athletic bliss and pain right now. I just took one of those insane CrossFit classes. Now, just so you know, the problem and the issue I have with CrossFit is they make people lift weights that are way too heavy for them, and they're more concerned, I always feel like, with time than with form, and they're not monitoring you. So I took it was called like an RX class, which is as prescribed, basically, where they give you the workout and you just have to do the workout. I said no weights, so there were no weights. It was like high box jumps and jump rope and rowing and all of it. And they ended the class when you're already dead. The last 7 minutes is max burpees with a 6-inch jump. So you have to do a burpee and then jump 6 inches and touch a line for it to count in 7 minutes. So you have to do as many burpees with a 6-inch jump as you can in 7 minutes.
That's terrible.
It was terrible. It was terrible. I did it with my boy Shu and this other guy Doug. So Shu is 41 and Doug is 45 and I'm 43. And then there were younger people in the class. And we like hung our own. Do you capture? Oh, that's nice. Anyway, so the class ended at 10:30. I want Shu to come on here, right? This guy I've been telling you about, the former NBA player, the whole thing. A really super interesting guy, knows everyone. So I was like, oh, I'll just go take this class with him, and then I'll be like, you can come on the show now. Anyway, so I took the class, and then I was like, I'm sure I can get ready in like 8 minutes. Quick shower and blow dry my hair. Like, what was I talking about? I couldn't even get downstairs to the showers in 8 minutes. It took me 8 minutes to shower. It took me another 7 minutes to only blow dry half my head. And then I had to get a protein shake because I thought I was going to pass out. And then I ended up walking. Like, I have no sense of time, of preparation to get ready. No sense. I'm rushing. I'm like, it must have been 3 minutes. It was like 12 minutes. I don't know. Is this why women sometimes are a little bit late for things? Because they underestimate and overjudge at times?
It's possible.
Anyway, that's why I was 10 minutes late this morning, and my apologies. I was like walking down the street, and I knew that there should have been a sense of urgency, but deep down inside, I felt coming off this high, I needed to just relax my legs a little bit and kind of cruise into the show and take it easy. But I had a good weekend. I'm trying to think. I think something happened on Friday that I wanted to talk about. Oh, I remember what happened on Friday. On Friday, thank you very much, broadcaster, for doing that. On Friday, I told you our TV broke, so we got a new TV. So,
Oh yeah.
remember I told you? They don't sell 60 inches, so in our like relatively small apartment, we got a 65-inch TV. Do you know how big the boxes to put a 65-inch TV in. The box is easily the width of my apartment. It took 14 people to like push it all the way in, and like our front door didn't close for like 3 days. So finally my friend Mike was gonna come over and put it up so that my dad didn't have to. My dad usually does all those things for me. Who's calling now? I can't get it now.
Okay.
Right?
I guess not.
Can't get the phone now. Why are you calling whoever it is? It's good. It's probably. Do you think it's important?
It's a number you don't have, I guess.
Right.
Is it New York?
It's New York.
Maybe check it.
Maybe check it. Okay. Hello. My prescription at CVS is ready. They must have done a different number. You got me all nervous. I thought it might have been like a ghost number from my kid's school, but
Yeah.
It was a good show. Okay, so anyway, Mike comes over. He's like, he looks at the TV in the box. He goes, no problem. 15 minutes tops. I said, wonderful. Steph's coming home in an hour. What a surprise when she sees this monstrosity of a television up on the wall. It's going to be bliss. No problem. 15 minutes tops, he says. Great. So we opened the box to take it out. There was more styrofoam than I've ever seen in my life. It was like a winter wonderland in my apartment. More stressed out and more anxiety. I could not have and be seeing all the styrofoam. I said, you know what, guys? Let me put the kids to bed. We'll work on it. Throw in another 15 minutes. Let me just put them in. They were throwing and breaking it apart. It was styrofoam, jumping in and out of the box. The TV was on the floor. The old TV was like a disaster. So I go and I put the kids to bed, and I come back out, and I'm like, all right, now how long? He's like, 15 minutes, tops. All I need is a Phillips head. Bam. I was like, oh my God. Like, I haven't had such good news like that in a year. I mean, it's been a long time since I've had someone say, this is a piece of cake, 15 minutes tops. I mean, I should just start from the end of the story and back in. This was at like 5 o'clock. At 10:30, they finally left. So everything in between was they took out the TV, styrofoam was everywhere, the box was in 15 pieces. Mike goes, are you sure you ordered a wall mount TV? It was just to put it on the wall. I go, well, what? He's like, are you sure you ordered a wall mount? There's nothing back here to put this on the wall, plus it has a stand. And I was like, I don't know. But looking at what's going on in my living room, like there was no way to ever pack this all back up again. Like I started like freaking out. So I was like, couldn't handle it. So like Marcy got on the phone and Mike got on the phone. They're calling Sony. They're calling like Best Buy for me. Like I couldn't handle it. I didn't like, you know how sometimes when you have so much stress that the little stress is the exact same thing as the big stress? Like, so big deal. There's no wall mount. Like hashtag first world problems. I fully understand that. But at the time it seemed like a big deal.
Right.
So it turns out they hid the wall mounts like underneath the TV. You had to like unscrew the whole back of the TV, take out the wall mounts and put the back. Like, why would you even, who would even think to, where would you ever wanna, why, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, then they needed electric tape. I didn't have electric tape. Then he needed a splicer. Then he needed pliers. Like, we made 15 trips. Then he needed an extension cord. He needed things I never heard of. So Steph came home, TV wasn't on the wall. But by 10:30, finally, the last click in, dusted it off, put it on. It's voice-activated TV. So you say, Google, put on HBO's Girls. Boom. It goes right to HBO.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, it's the coolest.
Yeah.
I could say, Google, can you tube Jenna Wolf? Boom. Jenna Wolf comes on the TV. Wonderful, right?
Yeah.
What's better? I can
That's
tell
very
you what's
cool.
worse. Harper. Google, can you put on Barbie dolls? Boom. Barbie dolls. Not doing Google, honey. We're not playing YouTube. Google! As I'm carrying her out of the room. YouTube! Barbie doll! Google! So I have to like take out the speakerphone function on this TV, which I bought because of the speakerphone function on the TV. So that was our Friday night. On Saturday, Steph worked. What did we do? Easy night. Rangers. That was a heartbreaking loss.
Yeah.
They had that one in the bag. I was only half watching because how do they not win that game? Up 2 goals, last period, and they lost. That was tough. When is game 3? Do you know?
Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Yeah.
Alright. I don't know how much more of that I can watch. That was really stressful for me.
Is it Wednesday? I guess so. I mean, they don't play tonight. I know that.
I think they might play tomorrow night, actually.
Really? I thought.
Yeah. But, and then the Celtics beat the Wizards, game 1 of that series. Utah beat the Clippers to move on. We had some good sports this weekend.
You're right. They play tomorrow.
Yeah.
So they switched. It was West Day, East Day. Now there's one East, one West.
Gotcha. I don't know. I also watched the Edmonton Oilers game. But,
Yeah.
and then Sunday, Harper went to play a little soccer, which she never does. It's really cute. She always says, I want to do soccer and ballet, but she doesn't really know what soccer is. So I finally took her to soccer, and she was like, this is the most fun ever. Ran after the ball, picked it up with her hands, ran all the way to the goal, put it down, and kicked it in. And then was looking for the high five from the coaches. And they're like, it's like the whole way you need to use your feet. So all the way that you ran with your hands, feet. She's like, got it, got it. Next play. Ball goes over there, 100 kids run after it, Harper beats them all to it, grabs the ball with her hands, runs all the way to the goal, puts it down, kicks it in. They're like, well, so again, Harper, with your feet, well, you got it, she says. I'm good, I got it. I'm like, but Harper, I don't think you got it. Like, I think you actually don't got it at all. You think you got it. So she didn't get it, so I had to sign her up for full-time soccer. That was just a one-time event.
Mm-hmm.
So both Harper and Quinny are officially signed up for soccer. And I will tell you an embarrassing story because it's just what we do here on this show. You don't know what it's like to be a 43-year-old woman who recently had 2 children. Or do you? You don't.
Not personally.
Not personally, okay. So your body goes through a lot of changes when you have a child. One of the changes your body goes through is your ability to not pee on yourself, for lack of a better way of describing it. Like before, I could sneeze 7 times in a row, never pee. Now if I sneeze 7 times in a row, 3 out of the 4, I might pee. And every time I ask the doctor, they're like, well, are you doing your Kegels? And I'm like, no, because it's not like doing my abs and my abs get awesome and I work my arms and my arms look great. Like, I don't care what it looks like. I'm not, like, it's not going to look like doing your, I won't go there.
You already did.
I went there, so I'm going to bring it back. Anyway, so after the soccer, the kids got to eat. There was like snacks and everything for them. And 2 of the dads went out with one of the balls and was kicking it around. And I was like, well, this is my opportunity. I was wearing these really cool, like khaki pants, tight khaki pants, and a white t-shirt. And I had on like, not sneakers, but they were like slip-ons kind of. And I'm out there doing my like usual, show off a little bit, and I wear Depends when I watch NASCAR. That's funny, Darren, but I probably shouldn't do the same thing. I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, I'm like kicking gently, and then this kid comes up and he's like, oh, you can't score. Now, I'm a 43-year-old woman. Just be like, oh, you're probably right. You're so good. Not me, Darren. Connor, not me. I took that ball the length of the field, not like Harper did, kicking it, and when I got to the end, boom! Kicked it right through. At the same time, full on peed on myself. Full on. And everyone's like, woo, you scored the goal. And I'm like, yeah, don't look at me. Like, let's look somewhere else. Because I was wearing the khaki tight pants. So I stayed there for a while because I didn't want to turn around. And then I sort of inched my way back to where all the kids were having their snack and wrapped my little sweater around me, even though it was kind of chilly outside. It didn't matter. I was basically going to go, it was a sleeveless top. I was going to go basically sleeveless the whole time. And when we left, I looked at Harper. I'm like, did you have fun? She's like, so much fun, Mom. And I'm like, let's put your jacket on. She's like, you're not putting, I'm like, I'm not putting my jacket on. Jacket's not going on. We're keeping the jacket where it is. So I came home and I'm like, Steph, I just feel like you should thank me for having put myself in a position. Yes, we had 2 wonderful children, but I'm also walking around peeing over half of Manhattan right now. And I feel like in many ways, I sacrifice for the good of this family. She's like, I'm sorry, you want me to thank you for peeing on yourself? I said, well, maybe, or compliment me, or buy me something. She goes, I don't think so. Anyway, that was that. It was a fun weekend. It was
Sounds
relaxing. It sounds amazing. Good times. We had a really good time, just sort of relaxing on Sunday night. We caught up on Veep and Girls and Billions, and that's it. And I had this craziness this morning. Let's say hi to some people. And hear what everyone else is
I
saying.
almost started watching Billions last night. I got too tired though.
You didn't even watch the first episode of the first season?
I've seen the first episode of the first season. That's it.
You didn't even see the second episode of the first season?
No, I didn't. Kathleen Pryor says, good morning from South Carolina. Hope all is well.
Hi, Kathleen. How are you?
Dawn Myers, I'm in Florida on vacation. Did a nice hot 3-mile run. Love you, girl.
Nice.
Kathleen Pryor says, how do I get rid of arm flaps at home?
Well, there's a lot. Arm flab is tough. It could be because you lost a lot of weight and you have some skin there. If you want it, you can't lose the weight. You can tighten it up. A lot of that is triceps. Push-ups, closed grip push-ups. You can do a bunch of shoulder circles, back shoulder circles. It's tricky. Sometimes it works with people and sometimes it doesn't.
Tracy Bowerman says, hi, Jenna from Michigan.
Hi, Trace.
Anna Capala says, I wish I was. I do a couch potato pose. That was something about your CrossFit.
Oh, okay.
Scott Howard says, good morning, Wolfie.
Hi, Scott.
Tony Kindle says, Jenna, we never know you were 43. You look 34.
Hey, thank you. I'll take that.
Anna Kapala says, 43 and a 1.5-year-old. I hear you.
Well, you're 43 and a 1.5-year-old, or I'm 43 and a 1.5?
She said she's 43 with a 1.5-year-old. She hears you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Well, this morning I pretty much had to do everything with Quinny holding onto my leg. Fully holding onto my leg. She just wanted to hold on while I was literally walking around. Which, of course, as a proud mom, I was doting on her core strength and her ability to hold on to a pole like that.
Regan Crabtree said, hi, Jenna from Iowa.
Hey, Regan.
Ethel Glover Truitt, good morning, Jenna and Connor.
There's my girl, Ethel.
Connie Ray Dean says, is it on Netflix? Billions, maybe?
Billions, season 1 might be on Netflix.
Is it? I know it's on Showtime.
It's definitely on Showtime.
Yeah.
The season 1 might be on Netflix.
Kathleen Pryor says, thank you. Kathy K says, good morning. We had a great weekend in the city.
I saw some of your pictures, Kathy.
Hello, Dolly. It was awesome.
Nice.
Katie Skelton said, good morning from Alabama.
Hi, Katie.
Kelly Williamson said, hi, guys. Hey, Jenna, thank you for checking out my heart arrow leaf post on Instagram. You're so kind to do that.
I did, and I loved it, and I liked the picture.
Barbest Wright says, good morning, Jenna and Connor. Happy Monday.
Hi, Barb. Happy Monday to you. Happy May. Rabbit, rabbit.
Allie Beck says, hi, Jenna. Hi, Connor. Emoji says, good morning, Jenna.
Hey, guys. Good morning.
Amal Rose says, how could there possibly be a television larger than the one you already had?
Wouldn't you, right? You can't. They just didn't make that one, so it either went down or went up. You know me. I'm never going to go down. That's like saying, we're not going to let you do 40 burpees, so you can either do 45 or 35. What do you think I'm going to do? If there's someone out there doing 45, I have to do 45. I know it has nothing to do with TV sizes, Elisa, but I feel like you get me a lot. By the way, Elisa, I ran into someone who knows you and your sister, who it turns out I went to high school with, but haven't seen him or I wasn't friends with him. His name is Keegan. Joe Keegan, Jeff Keegan, John Keegan, Keaton, Keeter, Keaton. Anyway.
You'll get it.
I'll get it. I'm going to apply myself and then get it. Actually, I have his name written down. If Elisa's still there, I'll get it. Go on.
All right. Teresa Ryan Gill said, good morning. You're such an inspiration.
Thank you, Teresa.
Catrick0520 says, Jen, I used to work out religiously. I'm 57. I feel I have no energy anymore for burpees. Any suggestions on how to get back into it?
Well, if you have no energy anymore, and you used to, recently, I feel like it might be, I don't know if you're a woman or a man, but it could be a hormonal thing. Lack of energy.
A woman.
I don't know. I mean, just to do it is to get back into it. If you have no energy and it's not because you're tired and it's not because you're not eating properly, and it's not because you're sick. If you're healthy and doing all the things you used to do and you still have no energy, then I would just sort of get everything tested to make sure you're good.
One sec. Kate Welburn said, thanks for telling such a vulnerable story.
Oh, you're welcome.
Emoji says, makes me think of the Billy Madison scene when the kid peeing his pants, so Adam Sandler does it too.
Yeah.
That's a good scene. Brian Lee Hoft says, good morning, Jenna.
Hey, Brian.
T. Colbert says, hello, Jenna. Patty Sogstead says, good morning, guys. I took my nieces to see the dancing horses here in Wisconsin this weekend.
Nice.
Brian says, today's my 59th birthday. I'm an old fart. 1 year left before the big 6-0.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Deborah Lonsbury says, hi, Jenna. Never changed, and thanks for being so open and honest. The Rangers may have lost, but it was an exciting game.
It was a great game if you were an Ottawa Senators fan.
Yeah. Okay. One sec. Connie Ray Dean says, do you miss the Today Show?
I miss the Today Show. I do. It was fun. But I wouldn't have gotten to know you or been able to answer that question if I was still at the Today Show.
Good point. Robert Russman says, morning, Comcaster. Love to see fellow colleagues.
Who asked that? Who said that?
Robert Russman.
Hi, Robert. Someone just asked me about will the Mets, I think they said, will the Mets win 20 games this year? I don't think so.
Why are they looking so bad?
They're so injured. They're already beat up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't watched any baseball this year.
It just started like 5 minutes ago.
I know.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Well, here's all you need to know. The Yankees are doing great. The Mets are doing terribly. If you live in New York, that's it.
Yeah. I want to make it to Yankees games soon. I almost went to see them on Friday night.
Oh, okay.
Play the Orioles.
Yeah.
And it was so nice out. But it was it was like $50 for like nosebleeds.
Yeah.
I don't want to sit in the nosebleeds.
I know.
I like sitting in the bleachers though. Those
Like
are
all the way out there?
Yeah, right field.
Like the bleacher creatures?
Yeah, it's fun.
Have you been there?
Yeah, I've gone to I went to like 6 or 7 games, or maybe 6 games last year.
That's great.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, I like it out there.
The Steelers actually, the Pirates actually have a beautiful stadium.
Yeah.
Really nice. I covered an All-Star game there.
Yeah, PNC.
Yep.
So beautiful.
Really nice.
Looking right over the water.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice pants, Steph. They're about to be peed on. Thanks, Darren. These are mine. Thank you very much. But you are right. They're about to get peed on.
Alright, let's see.
It's nice to have Darren back. Melon.
Yeah.
We need you.
Emoji says, how can you miss the Today Show when you get asked that every day?
I know. There's certain aspects of the Today Show that I miss. Like, I miss the people, and I miss, some of the assignments I got. I miss some of the travel. I obviously miss the paycheck. And I miss doing television. But I also love doing this. So it's, you should miss the thing that you love doing.
Okay. Catrick says, Jenna, are you doing any special projects for TV?
Not right now. It's kind of quiet now. But I am running my Spartan race next weekend.
Oh yeah, was that 13th?
13th, baby.
Uh-oh. That's gonna be fun. Tony Kindle says, how about this, Jenna? Here in Michigan, it was raining and at a Tiger game, a foul ball hit the top of someone's umbrella and put a hole in it.
Wow. There's really nothing worse than being at a baseball game when it's cold and raining. It's so brutal. Even a football game is a little better equipped for it. But a baseball game, you're like, oh, it's cold. You just want to be home and cozy and warm sweats on the couch with food. Yeah.
I agree. Okay. Kelly Williamson says, I laughed so hard about your Depend story.
Okay, not a Depends story, thank you very much. I have regular underwear, thank you.
My worst is when I sneezed really hard and peed a bit. My mom was with me in a parking garage in Beverly Hills. When she saw what was happening, she laughed too. Unfortunately, then I lost it all and was standing in a puddle.
Yep. Happened to me right outside my apartment building.
She said we still say Beverly Hills, our code word, for whenever there's a loss of control.
See, every mom out there knows it's a thing. It happens.
And now I know.
Now you know. I don't want there to be, Randy said she's glad she had C-sections. I don't want there to be anything between us that you don't know or don't understand.
Alright, thanks.
Good.
Looking forward to it.
Good.
Alright. Tracy Benner Schistler says, good morning, Jenna and Connor.
Hi, Tracy.
And I think we're caught up. Yeah, we're caught up.
Darren. Oh, yeah, see, Darren Schistler. My body is actually really tired. I never say that. I did a nice workout yesterday. I did a nice workout this morning. My body is a little like, But I am excited to see Billy come on today. Billy's art has really taken off.
Yeah?
Billy Simons is coming on. He's a great singer. I met him 100 years ago when I was dating this girl, Jamie, and I wanted to impress her, so I took her to a couple of little, jazz clubs kind of thing where Billy was playing, and he's so good. And then I looked so good because afterwards I was like, hey, Billy. Jamie and I have since broken up, and Billy and I have remained tight. Billy, I think, is engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's engaged. We took a rowing class together with he and his girlfriend. I am very fat, says T-Town. Cool, thank you very much. So Billy's going to come by. Anyway, so he used to play the guitar a ton and sing and record music. And then he picked up a pen one day and realized that he's ridiculously talented as an artist. And I thought to myself, like, if I wasn't doing this, is there anything else that I am ridiculously talented at that I could just, without skipping a beat, just get up and do? Would it count if I said, like, I'd love to be in the theater, love to be on Broadway?
Yeah.
Is that the same thing, or like is that something that would surprise you? It's a skill set that I have. Like if you weren't doing this, yeah.
I mean,
it's kind of what I do.
No. I mean, that's completely different.
It is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you? If you could change everything and do something else and make money doing it,
I would make movies.
Make movies, like produce movies, direct movies, be in movies.
Produce probably. Yeah.
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 I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Does everyone have something? Like, do you guys have something that you would do if you weren't doing what you're currently doing? And it could be as crazy as it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I would love to do it all, but I just don't. I don't think I can write, but I can't write to like evoke emotion,
Yeah.
I'm not a screenplay writer. But Annie was.
I would be Lance's assistant, my dream job. Annie wants to direct movies. Jenna, you could play like Ed Sheeran. I don't know about that. You have something on the side of your nose. Do I have something on the side of my nose?
No. No, you don't.
Oh, was that just for him to get me to touch my nose?
Maybe.
Yeah, cool. What's wrong with people? Why is everyone so strange? Darren said yes. Darren, you should be his assistant. Good work. I don't know. Anyway, so that's that. So Billy's coming on at 12?
Yes, he'll be in at noon. Hopefully we can get some music.
He's got a sore throat.
Yes.
He woke up feeling a little under the weather.
Yes.
So if he comes on and gets to play, then we'll be very lucky. And if he doesn't, then we will still lucky because we'll see some of his lovely art. Plus, I love hearing about people planning for a wedding. Lisa Dover just said Amanda's wedding is Saturday. Like, what are I didn't have one, so I want to know what are the final touches, Lisa Dover? Like, what else has to be done at this point? 5 days before the wedding. Like, what at this point needs to be worked out? Connor can sing Kumbaya. Can you sing Kumbaya, Connor?
No.
Connor said no. Harper does this all the time. Harper, Mommy, Quinny's playing with my doll. We'll ask her for it. Quinny, can I have my doll? No. Quinny said no! I'm like, she's 2. She doesn't even understand what you're asking. All the time. Anything she wants. Mommy said I can't have it. Ask Steffi. Steffi, can I have it? No. Steffi said no!
That's funny. Wait, where was that? Okay, Catrick says, why did you decide to do CrossFit?
So I'm not a CrossFit person because I will never, ever, ever, ever do the crazy lifting of the weights or like 100 pull-ups. I don't like the typical women's body of the very elite CrossFitter. I don't want to get so big. I'll just do the hardcore cardio and stamina stuff. The burpees, the rowing, the box jumps, push-ups, all things like that. That's what it's called. I guess it's called CrossFit conditioning. I don't know, but I went today because someone invited me. I'll go anywhere to try a place that anyone invites me. Someone invited me to a TRX class. I have to check back in with them. Some Soul Cycle, lovely instructor invited me there, so I took Soul. I love trying new things, so anyone that invites me to a class here in New York City, I would love to try it.
Task 4613 says, I wish you could be my health coach. You're an amazing person and very pretty.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to help you out with your health journey.
Catrick said I would be a writer, actor, weather woman.
I thought Catrick was a boy.
No, it's a woman.
Oh, cool.
And Taz says, I would love to be an assistant to somebody.
I used to want to be an ESPN producer that walked around like with a clipboard, making sure everything was all set.
Yeah.
You know, like organizing tapes and video and making sure the talent was ready. And then I just became the talent, got an assistant, got a producer. But that's what I always wanted to do. So I could see wanting to be an assistant. Like, I guess if I was with a bunch of cool people, I could see myself as like the fitness instructor on a cruise, but a really high-end cruise where when I'm not teaching, I could be like working out or swimming or like on excursions or, I mean, if I was single, obviously.
That sounds pretty cool.
Bunch of really cool, good-looking people.
Does that job exist? Is that this plan?
Did I just make it up? Did I make that job up?
Wow. It does sound incredible, though. Okay. Tony Kindle says, Jenna, you and Stephanie should be in the magazine out now for the most beautiful people.
Tony, that is very nice of you. Thank you.
Linda Clark says, what's the best book you've read lately?
That's hilarious. But I'm going to tell you, I just read Knuffle Bunny 2 to Harper yesterday. And the little girl in Knuffle Bunny 2, Trixie, looks just like her. Big news!
What?
Tomorrow's Harper's Mystery Reader. God, I wish we were able to do it live on the show. It would be so great. Remember, this is what I tried to rope in A-Rod to do because I thought it was who could one-up the other person. And it turns out it has to be a parent. I was like, wah, wah. Anyway, so sometimes Harper's really into reading and other times she has no interest in it. So I'm stressed that tomorrow morning I'm the mystery reader. She's going to be like, just tell me a story. I'm like not into focusing and following. Like, I want my kid to be like, I want to devour this book, Mother. Tell me more and then read me a second book. My kid's going to be like. So, remember when she days of the week blended in with the months of the year, which blended in with some numbers. Like, that's beautiful. She's great.
She's going to like it.
She's going to like it. So we're going with Knuffle Bunny 2. Knuffle Bunny 1, Trixie was a little baby. Her father takes her to the laundromat. Knuffle Bunny is her stuffed animal. She leaves the Knuffle Bunny by mistake there. It gets washed. Comes home, but she's a little infant, so she can't talk. So she's screaming and screaming. When she gets home, the mother said, where's the Knuffle Bunny? The father says, they run back. They look everywhere. It turns out it was in the lawn. Now it's Knuffle Bunny 2. She's Harper's age, this little girl, Trixie. She goes back to school with her Knuffle Bunny. She's dying to show the whole class for show and tell. She couldn't be more excited. And guess who else comes in with a Knuffle Bunny? Sonia. And so they fought. So the teacher takes both Knuffle Bunnies away, and at the end of the day, by mistake, gives each one the wrong one. And then they They find out in the middle of the night, and the fathers call each other at like 2 o'clock in the morning because they have to meet. And it's in Brooklyn by Prospect Park because they show a big picture of it. And you see this big flap out page, and Trixie and her dad are all the way over here by the big statue, whatever it is. And Sonia and her dad are all the way over here in Brooklyn. Of course, they're in Brooklyn. And Harper and Quinn go nuts. There's Trixie. There's Sonia. There's on and on and on. And then they meet up, and that's how Trixie met her first best friend.
Huh.
Yeah.
They had to do it at 2 in the morning.
That's when the father had to do it. Arrangements were made. But anyway, I have to read the book 16 more times so that I could. Anthony Davis. Is Anthony Davis an NBA player? I don't know. I have to read the book a couple more times to make sure I get the voices right. If I'm going to do this, I want to be the best mystery reader. I want to act it out. Like, I want to take the kids to Prospect Park. I want to dress up.
So do you get to pick the book?
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be Harper's favorite book.
Yeah, he plays for the Pelicans.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Well, listen, if we were allowed to go out and get any mystery reader we wanted, I can go out and I would call in some favors.
My mom says, Connor, do you remember mystery reading? I like barely do. I kind of remember it.
We didn't have it.
Yeah.
Why aren't you on the Today Show? For a number of reasons, but the two biggest ones being I needed to move on and they wanted me to move on. Well, they wanted me to really just do fitness, and I wanted to do more than that, so I needed to go off. Try something new.
Yeah.
I guess some schools you can pick anyone to be the mystery reader, but at ours, she's only 3, so it's just parents. What should I wear? Prom dress?
Yeah.
Okay. Theodore Geisler. I don't know who that is, Randy. Should I? Probably.
Okay. Honey D says, I love and miss you on the Today Show.
Thank you. What was the worst moment ever on the show, or are you asking me? Kinfolk Josh. Sandra Martin says hi. Hi, Sandra. Sandra.
We're caught up.
Theodore is... Oh, Dr. Seuss. That is very cute.
Tony says, wear a shirt that says, I'm one of Harper's moms.
Huh. Too bad Harper can't read. That would be cute. I gotta wear something fun. Is anyone out there a teacher for 3-year-olds and has done any sort of thing like this?
I bet there is.
Gotta be. He read on the plate. Oh, he read all the places. No. Oh, wow. That is cool. That is cool. What was the worst moment on the Today Show? I didn't have a worst moment. I don't think. I mean, I called Dr. Janice Taylor. I called Dr. Janet Taylor, Dr. Genitalia. But other than that, I don't think there was a terrible moment on the show.
Honey D says, Jenna, shout out to one Jamaican from another.
Shout out to you too, Honey D. Caught up?
Trisha Schilling says, good morning.
Hi, Trisha.
And yeah, we're caught up.
Randy said I would change my name. I would change my name. To Seuss? I don't know.
I think the Janet Taylor thing.
Oh, Janet Taylor?
Yeah.
I'm the one talking about her and I still don't remember. Janet Taylor. Yeah, everyone on the Today Show is really nice off camera. We actually had a really nice group of people that worked there, which was good. I can't complain about anyone at the show, which was really, really nice. How are you? Does that say how are you?
Yeah,
Amazing.
maybe.
Exercising with us and telling us what to eat. That was fun. I just felt like that's all they wanted me to do, and I really wanted to do other things. I wanted to interview people. I wanted to go places. I wanted to try things. I wanted to take you guys with me. I wanted to tell stories. I wanted to ask questions, and by the end, they really just wanted me to do a lot of the fitness stuff, and that was great. I just wanted to do a little bit more than that. Does everyone use real names on the Today Show? A lot of us do. I don't. But I changed my name way before I got to the Today Show when I was doing sports.
Is your name's not, is it legally changed? Or, right. So your ID, okay.
Jennifer.
Yeah.
Jennifer,
Gotcha.
which used to be very
I
popular.
was more talking about your last name.
Not legally changed either.
Gotcha.
A little longer than Wolf.
Gotcha. Alright. Ray Leach says, what is your favorite CrossFit workout?
I've only done 2, so I don't have a favorite one. The one we did today was 1 minute of box jumps without stopping, 1 minute of as fast as you could go, max jump rope, 1 minute of calories on a row, 1 minute rest. You do that 5 times. And then this ridiculous ab thing. And then how many burpees into a 6-inch jump you can do in 7 straight minutes. That was the workout.
Wow.
Yeah, that was intense.
Honey D says, are you still in contact with anyone from the Today Show?
Yeah. Mostly off-air people. A couple on-air people. Thanks, Lisa. But yeah, everyone's really great there still. People move on all the time. That's the nature of the business.
Ruby Crabtree says, good morning from sunny Modesto, California.
That is the best name. I think I said that last time. Ruby Crabtree.
Yeah.
What a great... Ruby, I don't know what you do for a living, but you should do it on television.
Rod Ray, I don't know, says, what is your preferred workout segment or regimen?
That kind of stuff I enjoy. Any kind of body weight exercises, EMOMs, AMRAPs, those kind of things. Love it. You know, just push yourself to the absolute limit. Nothing tops Schisler.
Tony
You never
said,
know. Randy says you move and maybe one day Today's Show does this kind of thing full time. You're right, maybe. How many pull-ups can you do? I can probably do 10 or 12 good pull-ups, but no more.
okay. Sarah is kind or something similar says, do you do yoga?
No. I should. Same. Randy said don't challenge her. How many can Connor do? How many pull-ups?
Like, I don't know. I usually do like 3 sets of 8,
Nice.
but I never try to go to max.
Okay. Darren said 1.
That's how many I can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously he would say that. Jen, I absolutely love you and your information for eating. Thank you, Bella. Prove it, tough guy.
I don't know where I can prove it.
This is cool. I'm actually talking to you. Yeah, you're actually. That's the whole point of this. Is you couldn't do it at the Today Show. We're talking to each other. You're talking to me. In a second, I'm going to stop talking to you. We're going to break, and Billy's going to come on the show. But right now, you are talking to me. As soon as we get caught up, we'll take a break.
Ruby says, that's a nice compliment. My health is not good in any way for now. Thank you, though.
You're welcome. Darren, you're trying to kill the only person working the phones right now. Greetings, says Marv Kirsch. How are you, Marv?
Ruby says, do you have any inflammation juice?
Inflammation juice?
That's what she said.
I don't. It doesn't sound that appealing to me.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Greetings from Switzerland. Hi, Robert BW. Marv says, good. How is everyone? We're great. Are we caught up, Connor?
1 second. I need to get this comment. It's too long to read. Okay. What's that? Okay. Chris Caracella says, I'm back on track with my eating and starting to walk again. My right knee is shot and I'm looking to try to get more exercises to try to help build it so I don't have to get a knee replacement more sooner than later. What can you suggest?
Swimming? Any interest?
Yeah.
Biking? Anything that doesn't put pressure on that knee? I love that you're back into it. Upper body work until that? Lifting? Anything that's from a bench?
Patrick says, does Connor ever sit with you and set it behind the camera?
He does.
Occasionally.
It's a lot of me convincing him to do it, but he'll do it every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every now and again. Alright. We're caught up again.
Alright, so Billy's coming on in the next few minutes. Let's break and reset and get Billy on here.
Cool.
And we'll come back and we'll have some fun with him.
All right. Sounds good.
Thanks, guys. Back in a second. That's a fast hour.
Yeah.